Hello viewers, this is Eric Burns coming at you with a sunny summer like no other, episode 7, the finale. Oh my god, it's really here. Oh my god, the finale, episode 7. Feels like just yesterday I was filming episode 1. Time does go by fast, even though you think it's not going to, but then it does. You don't want it to once it does. It just sucks. There's a few things I want to talk about before I actually get to the main subject today and explain why I'm in a different setting for the finale, to spice things up. I first want to talk about my iPod situation that I brought up in episode 2. I had a deceased iPod. I'd had it for about 3 years. Well, in June I got a new one, but guess what happened a few weeks ago? It fell in the toilet. It fell in the toilet. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot, right? So I was very lucky to have my cousin Anna and my Aunt Sherry. I just want to give a shout out to you too, because you were able to, if you're watching, because you were able to provide me with a temporary iPod replacement that I was able to have on my trip to and from New York City, which made my bus ride all the more bearable, being that it was hours long. So thank you for that. What's happened now is I have got a replacement iPod from the Apple store for half off, and my mother now has the iPod that you guys gave me. So her very first hand-me-down iPod. Oh, mother, God love you. So that's the iPod situation all taken care of, hopefully. No more toilet situations or dead iPods in the near future. But there are more deaths I do want to discuss today. I actually, on Tuesday, had to put down my second cat this summer. Her name was Lily. I actually did show and tell with her in episode 3. And the sickness just kind of crept up on her. We think it was cancer. She just slowly but surely got sick, and lo and behold, we had to take her to the vet and put her down. So that was, it was sad, because she was only 7. Annabelle, our other cat we put to sleep, was 15, so, and we buried her in our backyard, and that brings me to my next point. We actually decided to cremate Lily, because with the whole burying in the backyard, there's always the risk that the animals are going to get the body and tear it up and rip it to shreds, and we didn't want that to happen with Lily, especially since she died so young. So we've decided to cremate her, and we'll have her ashes and put them somewhere hopefully special. I know she liked to hang out in the basement a lot, so maybe we'll put it near her litter box or something. Or maybe we'll put it somewhere like her bed, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, I'll miss you, Lily, and I'm very glad I got to show and tell her for episode 3. But yeah, it's sad though, because of just all these deaths happening. You know, it's just, I mean, even though there is some good things to come out of it, it's just, you can't help but think all at once like this. It's just awful. It's like surreal almost. I mean, just like 2 cats dying in one summer, my iPod's dying. I'm going back to school this coming weekend, and I know I was saying in episode 1, oh god, I can't wait to go back to school, but that's just because the transition's such a pain in the butt. Sorry, I can't say ass because my grandmom's here. Oops, I just said it though. Sorry, grandmom. But yeah, there's all these deaths happening. It's just like really depressing, and I mean, in school, starting back up, writing papers, getting grades, having to be around people my age, just so gross. But anyway, it's just like, I really do feel that the end is near. I really do. I feel that we're in times that are just completely dark, completely despairing. It's 2012 right now, and I don't know if any of you have acknowledged the December 21st, 2012 theory, but it is approaching. That date is approaching us. It is coming up. And there's nothing we can do about it. Now, maybe some of you back home think it's complete bogus, that theory, but I, for one, do not brush it off as utter nonsense. I take it completely seriously. After everything that's been happening in this world, after all the deaths in my life, I can't help it but think that it might happen. So, now this explains, oh, sorry, I don't want to get too emotional here, with it being the finale and my cat just dying and all these awful things happening all around us. But I am in a different setting. I'm actually in my grandmother's apartment today, and the reason is because I want I have my grandmother to be a guest appearance on my show today, because she has her own interesting perspective on the end of days. So, grandmother, would you like to come on over and join me in our interview together? Oh, okay, here she comes. Oh, okay, you can walk around that way. Just, oh, you have the energy to walk that far. Okay. Oh, good for you. Oh, God bless you. Okay, just make sure so that we can see you in the camera. So just try to sit in the middle. Okay. Just a little bit more. Oh, good. There you go. I hope you all can see her just fine. So, Grandmother, you have some very interesting things to say, being that you are a Jehovah's Witness. And your belief is that one thing that you believe is that Satan is the ruler of the earth and all these despairing times around. That's a good explanation for these awful things all around us. Do you want to explain that a little bit?
Well, Satan was one of the angels that Jehovah created.
Right, right.
And he wanted to be the most powerful one, so he got in a few arguments up there, and he got kicked out of heaven and came down to earth, and he is trying to destroy people to be on his side and be against Jehovah so he can overthrow that. And that's why he's the ruler of the earth, and as times get closer to the end, he does more things that are horrible or lets them go. And Jehovah does not intervene, because the only way he can make people realize what Satan is doing is by not interfering and let them see what's going on.
Good, good. And so, but you, and to make it seem, and I think, despite being Jehovah's Witness religion being a little bit like just depressing about the Satan being the ruler of the earth, there is hope though, because for the end of days, because Satan will be destroyed, right? Do you want to explain that a little bit?
Well, yes, Satan will be destroyed when Jesus comes down and rules his kingdom on earth. As you know, when you say the Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done
I remember
on
this one.
earth, on earth.
As it is in heaven. Yeah. You know, I always said that prayer in school and just never really knew what the heck it meant, but now I'm really deciding, I'm getting to know what it means, actually applying the things I know off the top of my head and realizing what they actually mean. So thank you for that today. So December 21st is coming up. So, as a Jehovah's Witness, is there anything you want to do to prepare for December 21st?
I'm not going to prepare for December 21st, because I have learned from the Bible that no one, not even Jesus Christ, know when the date of the end of the system of things is going to be.
But you technically don't know. I mean, we technically don't know that December 21st again. It's just a theory.
The fact that somebody claims they know is that because they think they do know, but nobody knows. So why would somebody know when Jehovah says nobody knows?
But the Mayans have never been wrong before.
Well, they're apparently going to be wrong this time.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it just makes sense. Just makes sense. I really do feel like the end is coming, and I just really like to embrace your religion. Isn't there a passage you wanted to read about, what was it about? I think it was, what was it?
Critical times?
Critical times, yeah, that was what it was.
Yes. This is 2 Timothy, verse 3, 1-5. Know this, that in the last days critical times, hard to deal with, will be here. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, self-assuming, haughty, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, disloyal, having no natural affection, not open to any agreement, slanderers, without self-control.
Sounds like 2012. Sounds like 2012.
Fierce, without love of goodness, betrayers, headstrong, puffed up with pride, lovers of pleasures rather than lovers of God, and having a form of godly devotion, but proving false to its power, and from these turn away.
Wow. So it really does sound like the times we are in right now. It does. Just 2012. I mean, December 21st is coming up, and you know what? At first, when I first learned about the theory, I was like, oh, God, it's like, is there any hope? It's just the end is coming. Maybe we should all just do whatever we feel like. But with your religion, your Jehovah's Witness, it gives me a hope for December 21st. It really does. It makes me realize that I don't have to go out and do drugs and have casual sex with prostitutes and do awful, immoral things to prepare for the end. I can be a good person in preparing for the end. I can do good things. I can go out there and volunteer for the American Red Cross, and I can go to college and continue my education despite the fact that I might not like writing papers all the time, but still, it's all there for me. So thank you so much for being here and giving us your perspective on, your Jehovah's Witness perspective on December 21st. I really appreciate that. Because I know, yeah. So do you want to go make me lunch now? I'm kind of getting hungry.
Yes.
You do?
I'd be delighted.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. God love you. Goodbye. I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, well, viewers, this has been a sunny summer like no other. Episode 7, the finale, as you know, and I'm getting a little emotional here. The end. But yeah, the end is. If the world doesn't end, perhaps I will have a second season next summer, if I'm not too lazy or I'm not completely just at a loss. But yeah, next summer maybe another season, maybe not. But in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. All of your encouragement has really helped me to make this season what it is, and I appreciate it so much. So have a great rest of your summer and enjoy the fall.